Hello and welcome to Stockton Junction. Today's video is a quick review video and it's on the K-Moon compressor and airbrush kit that I bought. It's on eBay. I paid about 80 quid. Obviously comes with the full compressor, little brush holder, comes with 3 airbrushes, all come in these cases. This one here with the big pot, the one there with the smaller pot, and the one with the bottles. So I'm not going to use that yet because I've ordered some more bottles, but that's going to be pretty useful. First thing to take into account is that when the machine came, it came from Poland, I believe. Comes with a 2-pin plug. Not a problem. It's got 3 wires. It's 240 volt. So all I did was change the plug over. Really simple, not a problem. So just a quick thing about the K-Moon airbrushes. After doing some research, this is the reason I bought them, is these are actually a cheap version of the Iwatas. So when you come to replace needles or want nozzles, parts for them, you can buy the Iwata ones and they will fit. So what you've basically got is a replica Iwata, and they're pretty well made. They look good. I've tested out it with just some air and works well. The only thing it doesn't come with, which I bought myself, is this quick release system. So this piece here on the end I bought separately. It's got a valve so you can adjust airflow, which is pretty good, and then you get these quick release nozzles. So basically when I'm working with airbrushes, so I work with one hand like that, bang, done, on. Pull it off. Oh, sorry, it's because I've been using one hand. So pretty good. Definitely worth it if you're going to be doing any amount of airbrushing. So I've given it a quick test over. It's got the pressure bar valve on there, so I'll switch it on. First thing it'll do, it'll jump up to a pressure that you've set on here. You can adjust that yourself, and as you saw, it clicked, went off. As I start airbrushing, as it gets up to the pressure that you want to keep it at, it will click off. It's all in all, it's pretty quiet. It's actually quieter than my old airbrush, which was my old compressor, which was the old little Expo kit, which is pretty good. It's ideal for little jobs, but with the plans that I've got, I'm going to be doing a lot more airbrushing. I'm going to need a lot bigger. So this is the model number. It's the AC18, and it's a pretty decent piece of kit. I'm not so keen on the small pot, because obviously a lot of the stuff I do, I'm going to need a bigger bowl. But if you're only doing a tiny little bit of weathering on the side of a coach now and again, that little one would be ideal. In fact, I will actually be selling this one along with the Expo Air Kit. So you'll have a brand new brush with it, and with the little one that I've got. Right, the only problem I've had with this machine is this is the actual air cable that came with it. Now these, look at that, awful. I've actually had to put my own ones on, and I'll show you why. So if I take this one off, this is the one off the Expo. Oh, I better shut that off first, because it's... And what you'll see is that's on as far as it will go. There, look at that. And when we switch it on, as you can hear, you can't feel it, but there's air coming out of there. It's absolutely awful. Rubbish. And as you can see, the pressure is not building because it's just leaking straight out the valve. I've contacted the seller about this, and I'm going to give them a link to this video so they can see for themselves what is actually happening with this. It's rubbish. The other end, I've tried both ends, exactly the same. There's a great big gap down the side of the thing. It doesn't screw on far enough onto here before it gets so tight that so the only downside to this whole compressor unit was something as simple as a lead, but it might have been a one-off, so I'm hoping. But for now, I'm going to use my own lead, which is the one off the Expo kit. Failing that, I mean, obviously it looks like a pretty decent kit, and I will be doing, in a very short while, we shall be doing all the weathering on all of this track work using the compressor and the K-Moon airbrush there. So we'll give it a full-on test. So I shall also obviously show you how I do everything, so that'll be a separate video anyway, but it'll get a full-on test out on the next video, which I shall be doing today. So anyway, I hope you found this of use. The actual air guns themselves, really decent. When I've obviously tested the airflow coming out, it's really good. It's got decent airflow. I did find that obviously you can't adjust the airflow very well. You can adjust the amount of pressure it builds, but not the airflow. So hence why I bought these adapter valves, because you can adjust the airflow so that you can turn it slightly down and get maybe less spray, more spray, etc. Anyway, hope you found this video useful, and obviously for the price, it's a budget compressor kit, 3 airbrushes, very good value really. I mean, you'd pay for an airbrush like that 20 odd quid each anyway, so that's 60 quid just for the airbrushes. Obviously they are clones, but so budget but good. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video, so thanks for watching, and goodbye.